Well, Reuben, another goal for yourself, but you must be disappointed with the overall result with the 2 late goals.
Yeah, we had a really good first half, I think. Got ourselves 2 goals up. Spoke about how we're going to go about things in the second half to obviously get ourselves over the line, but we didn't quite. It's a bit huff and puff, and I think the writing was on the wall. In my opinion, I think there was bits that were okay in terms of, getting your backs against the wall type thing, defending well, but I think when the goal goes in, their first goal, I think you can see why we are kind of where we're at in the league and why in the end we sort of capitulated. And in actual fact, we actually probably should have lost the game, which would have been even a worse turn of events. But shows why we are where we are. We're so close but so far, and that's why we're where we are in the league.
Because it was certainly a different performance against the same side that you played on Saturday. You created more chances, and you deserved to go 2-0 up in that first half.
Yeah, we had a lot more energy and bite about us. I think our formation helped that out, the way we started, and players stood up and performed well. I mean, you can always go on about tactics and formations and whatnot, but the first port of call is competing and showing that energy and want to obviously deliver the game plan. And the game the other day, we didn't start well. It wasn't right from the day's training. The warm-up wasn't right, in my opinion. And we got what we deserved in terms of, even though there wasn't much in the game, we weren't really deserving of anything from that game. But then I thought tonight, different vibe. We come into it well. We obviously get ourselves in a great commanding position. But it's hard to explain how many times has it happened where we've just said in there as well, listen, this could happen at Boreham Wood. We're in great positions and we end up just literally capitulating. Whether we I'm more worried about the fact that we can't go in and score, make it 4-5-0. At the end the game's so open. Why we haven't got the nous, or I would say the bravery to make short passes when the pitch is crowded up and just lay people in. You can't spend the whole game just hacking it away when we're 2-0 up. It's eventually the boys are going to have to defend. It's inevitable. When they get one, the guy puts a bit of magic, he bends one in, and then you can just see everybody we just shrink. And then, like I said, they score one of the chances, and the guy should score. So in the end, you come away we've scraped the point.
Because that's how you got your goal, wasn't it? Some great work on the right-hand side from Tom Knowles and get the penalty, and you wanted to see more of that in the second half.
Yeah, obviously we know what certain people have got attributes-wise, and I think you've seen in the first half we were doing that. The ball comes in, we tied it up, we get people down the sides. We got runners on the side, and Nosey gets in behind, gets a penalty. But I just think it must be a mindset, because if you look at the way we defended set pieces, when everybody's geared up and clued on, and then you see everybody's like, we're going to do this, we head away, well done. But then in game, I've not played in a team where, when we're in a commanding position and the team breaks or the ball breaks down, you're literally got your head in your hands, literally every attack thinking, this is going to be close. So something's not right. But yes, listen, we managed to obviously, we've made this, I think with the performance overall, we've made this place it's not a fortress yet, but we've made it a hard place to come. Thankfully, I think, is it 7 or 8 of our remaining games are here, so I think we're still within a great chance of actually achieving something. So can't be too downhearted. It would have been easy for us to sort of come out after losing 2-0 and really be underconfident, as it were. But I think it was a good response, to the weekend's result. It's just disheartening that we haven't got 3 points. But in the end, we'll take a point. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
You're one of the more experienced players. Is it down to you and some of the other lads to pick the young lads up and teach them how to see those games out?
It's difficult to learn on the job in terms of in the game. So from that point of view, I mean, you can always go around and put your arm around somebody, but it comes to a point where how many times can you put your arm around somebody? This is professional football. You've got to stand up and be counted, and I don't want to get too involved in what happens at the back end of the pitch, if that makes sense, because my responsibility is at the top end of the pitch. Like I said, I'm more worried about how why in the second half, when they're literally taking a chance and leaving our three strikers 3-on-2, why we can't just lay people in or keep possession up in their half. Because my mantra is more like, you defend on the ball. You defend on the ball, because if you've got possession of the ball, the other opposition don't have the ball. As simple as it sounds. And I don't think just knocking it into areas and just hoping Josh nicks in front of someone and then we get a foul. I think we're past that stage. I think we can. That's a time where we've got to enjoy the football, and it's one man's opinion. And there'll be lads in SN rubbish reading or whatever. No way. This is a national league, but that's my opinion. I'll stand by it.
And on a personal level, since you joined the club, scored 3 goals, been involved in a lot more. How are you enjoying your time back at Yeovil?
I'm really enjoying it. It's been interesting. From a goal scoring point of view, it's probably been the worst. How would I say this? The worst run that I've ever been on. Simply because I've got the physical output. I mean, I've had bad runs within not scoring at other places, but probably because I've been coming back from injury, not quite with it. But physical-wise, I feel I'm okay. It's been really strange, really, not being able to sort of, be knocking a few more in. But as you just said there, I'm comfortable enough to say that I'm participating and contributing to the cause, a lot more than what you probably see. Because obviously, as a forward, everybody's going to think, oh, he's not scoring and whatnot. But I know my role and I know my purpose and I know my worth to the side and what I'm bringing at the moment. And my goals will come. Do you know what I mean? I've scored goals my whole career. That's what's always separated me from the rest, with my ability to bring it in and then also nick goals. So from that point of view, yeah, it's been okay. But obviously, loving it back here, it's definitely an experience, yeah, with the swings and what's going on. I mean, I've never played in a team where you're just like, you come and like you take it back to Boreham Wood, right? And you use this game for example. You're like streets ahead. You're like, nobody can touch us, and then you just go for another bit, and you're just like, 10 minutes there, you're just like, how far off it we really are, So from that point of view, it's what everybody will say, oh, it's a national league. What do you expect? We're here for a reason. But I see the potential in training, and I know the lads. I know the work the manager does. Tell obviously the staff and the boys, and we definitely put through our pace on the weekend. But good players and good teams, they bring it out on a consistent basis. And I think one of the terms in there which was said was nearly men, which is quite offensive, really. I hate that term, but it's actually true. Like, how bad would it be if you get to the end of the season now and, I don't know, we're a win away from the playoffs or whatnot? Like, it'll be a hard one to take. So, as I said, there's still time. There's still loads of... thankfully, the league's so weird. You lose 2 on the bounce and draw, and then you're still like 4 or 5 points away from it. It's just a crazy league. So, as I said before, positive. We've got some games. We've got the majority of games left here, I think. I think that's right. And we've showed that we can put some good performances together, and hopefully we can get some more wins.
Well done on the goal. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.